What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the show Recap with Mo, where we're getting ready to talk a little bit about Tyler Perry's Ruthless. But before we get into this thing, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss shit that's going down, alright? So, listen, y'all. I'm sad right now because I don't even know where to start. It's so many questions that I have right now about this show. I'm glad that we're getting another season or two from this show, but I have so many questions. First and foremost, where in the hell is Malcolm? Like, is he back on the compound? The last time we saw him, and I joked about it in my, one of my videos or whatnot, when George knocked him out there in the forest or whatnot, we did not hear anything else from Malcolm. Not at all. We didn't even know he existed after that point. So is he still back at the compound? Did they leave him in a punishment trailer? What's really going on with Malcolm? Is he really back at the compound, first and foremost? Secondly, I didn't get any closure with the whole Joan and Laura situation. Now, one of the agents, I think his name was Agent Coolidge or something like that, he had pointed up the fact that, there were two names on this business account, Joan and Laura. Now, I found it interesting because, like, in this last episode, Fistful of Greed, and we see Laura actually approaching Ruth to ask her about, what should I do? Should I wait on my husband? Whoa. Well, Ruth tells her to, just leave, because I know they're coming back and I don't want anybody to get hurt and all of that jazz, right? So she was like, you think I should? She was like, yeah, definitely. So we see Laura going towards the gate, but we don't actually see her leave. So are we left to assume that's what she did? Or is she still at the compound? All right? Because I'm really trying to get to the bottom of what is really her purpose in all of this. We see Joan and River, Lacey, and Zane leaving at the same time. So we physically see Joan leave the compound, but we do not see Laura leave that compound. I'm not for sure if she did or not. I would not be surprised if she's back over there at that trailer trying to see if there's any more money left, right? I would not be surprised at all. And I'm not sure if Joan doesn't circle back around and ends up back at the compound. I'm just not for sure, because if you have this scheme with a partner that is still there because you didn't see her leave and she didn't see you leave. So who's to know? And then you're talking about you're going to split the money with River as well as Ruth. And I'm like, hell to the no. I just don't foresee that. I honestly believe that Joan is going to be back on that compound. Now, of course, I'm saying this without any research. I'm just telling you my honest feelings about this after watching the last episode for season 4. All right, so I haven't dug into anything. I'm just giving you my honest opinion, how I felt after watching this show. Like, I felt like this show could have been the end of the series, period. The way that it was going down, they could have allowed the agents to just swarm in, take over the compound, take over the highest, apprehend him and all of that good stuff. This could have been the end, and we would have all been saddened to the fact that it's over. But luckily it's not, right? So on to number 3. Number 3 is this. Do y'all remember when the elder mother came out? She was drunk. She came out there and sat on a bench with Ruth. And from that conversation, we see the concern of the elder mother, where she's highly concerned about them harming him. We also find out that she has nowhere else to go. She's put all of her faith and trust in the highest. So it's not really an excuse, but now I understand the elder mother more when she's talking about she has nowhere else to go. And honestly, it made me feel some type of way for the elder mother, because for so damn long she's been so evil. And actually, I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of her character, man, because she brings so much to the table, and I did not want to see her go. I did not want to see her go, so I'm glad as of right now she's still there. But I did have a question about a statement that she made towards Ruth, all right? And so when she says, Ruth, I hope and pray that they don't bother him, that they don't harm him, because we have no leader. And Ruth is like, well, I think that he's going to be okay. He's the highest. And she was like, well, yes. Or maybe the baby that's within your womb. Now, I'm thinking about that because, listen. I'm just going out here. I'm just throwing it out there. Y'all catch it if you want to. But the highest was delivering a prophecy tonight. And I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, is the elder mother actually performing a prophecy instead of the highest, right? Because she's talking about who's going to be the future leader for the camp. Who's going to lead us? And then she tells Ruth directly that maybe the baby that you're carrying will be our future leader. And she says, I wait. Like, I don't know if you're going to be around that long, elder mother, for that man to lead you, for him to grow up to be a man first and foremost, right? So I thought that was quite interesting because honestly, I've had questions for the last few weeks about, Ruth's, pregnancy or whatnot, right? Because I know that she wasn't pregnant at the time of the testing. But now, y'all been doing it wrong for a minute. Now, unless he's shooting blanks, that may be it. But on the flip side, if he ain't and he going all willy-nilly off in there, then there's a possibility because the new image that is out right now with Ruth in the front, and it's almost like the highest will become second in command. Now, I know that sounds crazy because how they think like the woman is beneath the man, I get it, but that's what it looks like in that image, man. And I think it's been slowly going that direction, even from the previous season. She's been calling the shots. The way that she was talking to Daikon, commanding him when he was talking about Ruth. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And she doesn't even acknowledge this dude until later. And she's telling him to look at her. Look at me. And then she directs his steps and tells that man to take all of the soldiers with take them all. And then she even tells the man the plan. Go out there on foot if you have to. Go get the highest. And he follows. So it would not be strange at all if she became the main leader of the compound. It just would not be strange at all. And here's another one for you. When all the young girls came up and they had their little tools or whatnot, and they asked her, would she lead them? And of course she said no, she declined it because her main goal was to get to that daggone vehicle in the back and ride out. Which brings me to my last point. So let me just say this. We do see Ruth actually leave up out of the compound with the vehicle. And I was just thinking, I was like, what if she runs into the highest? She's driving around and all of a sudden she gets on that street. Everybody's, unalived or whatnot that could apprehend him at that point in time. And as she's driving, he comes out of nowhere and there he is staring at her with the money in the back, some rooftop, kicking the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, what would that be, man? I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just saying, how awesome would that be for the show to kick off like that? Like, damn it, you thought you were getting away. You thought you were getting away with the highest money. But now you got his money in the back. You got the getaway car for him to get away because he was already trying to move to a new compound. So now he don't even... So anyhow, with that being said, man, let me get up off of here, man. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss shit that's going down. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.